All right, so I'm doing this weird like thing here, this voyeur thing. No, but no one's home. My wife and Dami. Look, I realized I've just been, and this is the shape of like Nevada kind of, but no, I realized I've been kind of just like an asshole. Like, my dad died today. Um, how many years has it been? If I can do the math correctly, 15 years. It's been 15 years, so. And I've just been reminiscing. I really have. My wife is like, "You talk about work or your old job way too much." And I'm like, "Well, you know what? I just like enjoying I enjoy I don't feel like I tell the same stories all the time. Like for example, this story I'm going to tell you right now. I rode with a lot of new officers that like just were really sharp, that just fucking were brilliant, really. And then I think about like the people that I enjoyed, new officers that I enjoyed riding with, like the guys that were ex-military. They were not. I was exhausted when I would have to ride with them because I would have to yell at them, and I didn't want to become that person. Like like I could get results no matter who I rode with, but I didn't feel good about the way I had to treat certain people to get results. I didn't like that. I don't enjoy yelling at someone for 10 hours a day. I don't find that enjoyable. I can do it, but I don't like it. And that's where I'm like, I like thinking of the people who I did like riding with. Like, ah, damn, there's a lot of people. I'm such a horrible person. I apologize, but if you think about it, I that was probably, and even if it was just, let's say it's like 50, right? Different new officers over the course of a couple years. And it's probably more than that in reality, because the reality was that there were trainees, excuse me, new officers. Fuck, I have to learn to say it correctly. No, I think it's kind of disrespectful to say trainee, because you are, we're all trainees. We're all trainees. You be a 10-year officer and you're still kind of like still trainee, because like technology, everything's changing, evolving. So I would like to say a new officer. I need to start using the correct terms. Um, but no, the ones that I think I got along with, or absolutely all the female officers, I absolutely loved riding with them. I would, like, if they had a substation with all female officers for Metro, I feel like I would have been in heaven. I really would have. No, it probably would have. No, I'm sorry. Like it would have gotten out of control. No, I just think I would have greatly appreciated it, and I think we could have got results uh, like shocking results. Um, but no, there was one dude. Shout out to you, sir. You know who you are. Um, it was funny because he told me one time. He's like, at the end of shift, I was reminiscing about this, so I'm like, I'm already paraphrasing in my mind, because like when I think about it, it's like I don't know. Do you have that where you, like when you think about it, it's like you have all these details, but then when you talk about it, it's not like you don't necessarily like. Sometimes I feel like I have to rush through a story because I'm like, do people really want to hear a 30-minute story? Like I don't. I do. I do. I greatly appreciate 30-minute stories, but maybe I just need to realize that there's people who like what I like. So if it takes me 30 minutes to tell a story, it takes me 30 minutes to tell a story. But no, I appreciate this gentleman because he told me at the end of shift one time, he's like, we went on like 11 calls today, and when we drove to the call, you literally told me step by step how to handle the call, and I would just do exactly what you would tell me while we were driving, and everything worked exactly perfectly. And he's like, I never experienced that before ever. And I was like, well, I mean, I have worked this area like 7 years. I think at that time I was like, I was like, well, I have worked Bolden, specifically this area, for almost a decade, 10 years, 8 years. It was like 8 years, and he's like, yeah, I know, but like, there's not a lot of people who are like just patrol and then are an FTO. He's like, you know, or no, I think what he meant was I think what really happened was um Metro does its hiring and its training in spurts. So like you had like a few years where we didn't hire anyone. And then that causes like all these like cycles, these huge waves of people that come in. And it's like really hard when you have these huge waves to like control and standardize the training because it's like it's not consistent. Like if you just had I think if you just had a hiring process that brought in like a certain amount of people who retire every year, you needed you know you brought in a certain amount like I'm just saying I don't know it just look I'm not trying to criticize I'm just saying that it got to the point where you had officers like newer you had a it got to the point but I left probably a year after this was happening so I don't know this was in 2020 excuse me 2018 when I left um you had officers that had maybe like look all I'm saying is I was getting to the point where um some of the guys that I trained were becoming FTOs and I wasn't an FTO for that long is my point so the fact that I had like 8 years of patrol experience really fucking shit up. I mean, I made a lot of mistakes and I was able to like explain how I wasn't how I made all I think that's what I told him. I said, "Look, you know, really what it comes down to is I've got 8 years of street experience of fucking up. So I'm able to walk you through the call on the way to the call and tell you everything you need to know. So all you need to really do is just get everybody's information, confirm what I already believe to be true because based on the details, based on what the dispatcher says, based on the house that maybe I've been to before. Maybe I've spoken to. I look at the name of uh, the person who's calling. I'm just saying like there's a lot of things or the phone number. I'm just saying there's a lot of things that like they repeat. Like there's these loops. There's this like constant repeating loops. I don't know how to explain it. It's like deja vu. It really is. The whole thing with with Matrix Resurrection. It's like it's just resonating with me. I can't stop thinking about it. It's like these loops, these little loops that we like repeat. And I think it's just a matter of getting yourself somehow in the loop that you want. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. I really don't. I'm just struggling. I'm trying to explain my ideas, but like, I don't know. No, I miss my dad, and I appreciate the time that we had together. And you know, I'm struggling. I realized when I was a kid, my mother and my father argued the most about money. That was really the thing. And granted, they had a blast. My dad had an older Porsche. It was like a 70 something. I don't remember the year, but it was a Targa. And you know, like people might say like, "Oh, it wasn't new because that was the 90s." But I got to tell you I don't know, like there were some years where Porsche was putting out a 911 that I don't know if I would have bought it if I'm 100% keeping it real. Like I think they've come back though. I really do. I think they're putting out cars that are just fucking like stellar. Like really, I believe that. But all I'm saying is, so you know, money was tight for them, and I just remember it was like they would argue almost every single day, and so like I don't want to be that. I don't want to just be I just want to be my own person. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be my parents. I don't. I don't want to argue about money. You know, I don't want to be upset about stuff that my parents were upset about, you know? That was the big deal for me. Like my mother always told me like that you know, my biological father she always told me like you know, she couldn't be with him because he was a cheater, you know, like he cheated on her. Like he was just a cheater. And I'm like, well, but what's that got to do with me? Like that's what I always say. I was like, why can't he be a good dad? Like why can't he be my dad? Like I get it. You don't want to be with him. I get that. Because he's a cheater, he's not faithful to you. Whatever. I don't okay, whatever. You're grown up. You know grown up stuff, okay? But like why are you denying me the ability to see my father because he's a cheater? Like I'd never understood that. And even to this day I don't feel like my mother ever gave me an answer. I'm 40 years old. And I hope maybe one day she will consider giving me a real answer, but um that's just life, you know? I realize that's just life. Maybe sometimes people just never give you the answers you want. And I don't know, maybe I just have to be okay with that. And I'm grateful for the time I had with my father, the person who raised me, who was there for me. Like, and, you know, maybe my biological father wanted to be in my life, and maybe my mom was just an absolute pain. And that could be true too. And, you know, I'm starting to see I can't judge people, you know, because I'm starting to see that, like, once you're in the situation, it's like really different. It really is. You know, I used to think it was really easy to judge people. And I think being a cop for 10 years, I think I knew how to get to the conclusion that I needed to get to, if that makes any sense. Like I had talked to enough people where I was like, okay, if this is what this is, like I just got really good at connecting dots, but I never was able to do that for my own life, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that happens to anyone else other than me, but I got too busy trying to do things that I thought were important, but didn't realize that my own life was suffering. And now I feel like at the age of 40, it just literally has come to a um, tipping point, but I think in a good way, like a positive tipping point. Like I feel like I've really worked hard, and I think finally, like at the age of 40, I think it's gonna start to like come together. I really do. I really believe that. I don't know why I say that, but I really feel like all the things I've wanted my whole life, like the simple things, like I've never wanted like crazy shit. That's what's so funny. Like I just wanted like a best friend that was also my wife and my baby's mama and my end game and everything, and just someone who I loved being with and just could spend every moment with, but actually enjoyed every moment with them, if that makes sense. Like I can be around my wife, but now I can't be around her anymore. I really can't. Like her energy, I don't know what it is. Like when she's around me, I just, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. Almost like physically, I don't know if like you can have a physical reaction to another human being. I don't know like if that's possible, but she just makes me feel not good. Like if that makes any sense. Like I just can't be around her. Like right now I'm calm, I'm fine. You know, she says I get out of control, and which is fine. Like I'm sure I do. And I think maybe she just knows how to push my buttons, and maybe I know how to push her buttons, and maybe that's why we really just need some separation. Like separation, I think is absolutely you need. You know, I think the heart. What do they say? The heart grows fonder. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. I don't remember what the saying is. Um, Time makes the heart grow fonder. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna stop this. Um, but yeah, I just no. There's a part of me. I love my wife. I do. I appreciate her for everything that she's done for me, and I am a piece of shit for saying asshole things because I do. I say a lot of fucking asshole shit. I say. Here's the thing. I can flow with words. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I get in a trance and I can like just say like stuff so well, and it's just I get it. Like I probably it's like overwhelming and I'm not nice, but I feel like everyone makes mistakes, and I don't know my point. Oh, my point is that I think I'm a good person. I was thinking about that earlier. I believe I'm a good person. And I believe that, I believe there's someone out there that will make me feel like I'm a good person. I know my wife tells me that she thinks I'm a good person, but she treats me like I'm super suspect. Like if you're constantly recording me, or like she says something and then she picks up her phone as a record, I'm not recording her. Like what the heck, dude? Like I don't get it. Like I make my videos and my videos are funny. Like I don't, and if I make a asshole video, I delete it because I get it. I'm not perfect. I have 220 videos plus right now. 220 videos plus, and I have made some absolute trash videos. I get it. But I'm trying to delete some. I mean, like here's the thing. I get that they're posted and I fucked up, but isn't that life? Don't we all fuck up? We're all human, right? I think, I hope, I believe that. I believe I'm human. I mean, look, I follow a YouTuber. His name's Last Human's Garage. I followed that gentleman for years. While I had my Subi, he had his Subi. Um, I was never able to meet the gentleman, but he lived in Foster City, which was actually really fucking awesome. I lived in Foster City too. The area where he drove around in Foster City was like the area where I fucking lived. Um, what's funny is I wanted to buy this Mustang from a dude. I did. My mom was like, dude, my mom looked at me like I was an idiot. Like my mom would look at me half the time, I swear to God, while I was a kid, like I was a fucking moron, which is fine because I had a bunch of crazy ideas when I was a kid. And I really wish I could have like no, I don't care. No. No, actually the truth is I wish I yeah, no, she was right for because think about it. Dude, I just realized I'm like, no, she was probably smart because think about it. Like I got older. I was like 26 when I became a cop, and I fucking crap that. Like, here's the thing: everyone's like, oh, guns, and yeah, yeah, guns are cool and all this stuff, and like, yeah, yeah, but like, dude, the most dangerous part is driving. Like, I crashed so many cars. I know I tell my wife this, but I was notorious, and this is horrible, and like, I'm sorry, dude. I blew so many tires. Like, I hit so many curbs with tires. I dented so many rims. I fucking hit curbs with I dented rims. Okay, I fucked cars up. I did left and right. And I am so lucky that people appreciated me that were in positions that they could have easily said, you know what, fuck this guy. Let's just get rid of him. But no, they held on to me. They must have seen something in me that was half decent, and I appreciate that. I really do because I think about just the cars that I totaled. I mean, the cars that I totaled alone probably cost. They told us like those patrol cars are expensive with all the equipment. It's like $300,000 or something like that. It's just expensive. It like people don't understand how expensive a patrol car is. Like when people kick out the windshields, or excuse me, kick out the windows or dent. Like I've had people. No, this so that I can't take blame for this, but I had a dude like literally he like was strong enough to where he bent the door out. That's how badly he wanted to get out of the back of my patrol car. I got him so mad that he bent the door. Jesus. I don't know why I remember this shit. Um no, that's my fault. That was my fault. Well, no, it's not my fault. Like if my words, enough speaking calmly to you, if my words can get you so angry and I'm just calm, like that's what I don't understand. I speak to people so calmly and they get so mad at me. I don't understand why. Like if I can speak to you, sir, calmly like this, and you're getting upset, like, and I'll walk away and I'll come back and you'll be relaxed and I'm trying to have a conversation with you again and you're getting upset. I'm like trying to help you, sir. No, I'm horrible. I'm so bad. I am. I deserve to be treated like No, but you know what? I was a good guy too. I was good too. I really believe that. I really believe that. No, and then let's see here. The one time I got T-boned because I ran the red light. I fucking was honest when I went to that management meeting or whatever you want to call it, like where it's basically like everybody, every like person other than the sheriff is there. I was just like, I just was trying to chase this guy. My girlfriend, her mom died and was killed by a drunk driver. I thought this guy was drunk. I was trying to chase him down. I shouldn't have been doing it. I ran the red light at the wrong moment. I honestly, I should have accelerated more or a little bit less. I'm just saying, no, I get it. I fucked up, and that was completely my fault. And that's all I said. And they like they looked at each other and like it was, I don't know. It was like this weird moment where like no one said anything. It was so surreal. It was so surreal. It was like I don't know if they were expecting me to somehow blame someone. I don't know what they were expecting. I really don't know what they were expecting. I sure as hell know they weren't expecting what I said. Oh man! And then this other time, no, this other time I was trying to pull this guy over, and I got no, I get pissed now when people they don't pull over to the right and they cut across traffic to the left because that's what happened to me. I pulled the guy over and then instead of pulling over to the right, and this is on like Sahara where it's like 4 lanes. So this guy, we're in the number one, like we're in the number 3 lane, so the furthest right lane. I try to pull the guy over. He cuts over. It's like all this traffic. He's cutting over. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He was just an old guy, but like, I don't know what he was trying to go to In-N-Out, I think. So he pulls into the in like, and then he's like, wait, like I'm like, what is this guy doing? So like, you have to decide. You're like, I'm like, there was a split. I think there was a car in front of him. So because sometimes I'll just pull him over right there in that turn lane, that left turn lane. I'll be like, no, no, just stop. I'm like, give me your shit. Let's just do this car stop here. Like, because sometimes you're like, the fuck is this person doing? Is this an ambush? This is a trap. Like, why the fuck is this guy pulling in the parking lot? Like, like oh, you're thinking about all these things. And then, so he pulls it. He just wanted a hamburger, but like, here's the problem. So he cuts in there. I'm following him, but he slows down. So it's like, I literally got fucking T-boned. I got fucking T-boned because this guy, look, all I'm saying is he made sure that I was in this horrible position. And people should be paying attention. If a cop has his lights on, dude, bro, like, no, but I got fucked up with that. My back got fucked with that. Dude, oh my God. Some of that shit, bro. It's not that bad though. It's not that bad. It's like what it happens is, like, that one I didn't expect. Um, I didn't, I was so focused on the, I was so focused on the car I was pulling over, and I made the assumption that the people who were driving towards me were looking with their eyes ahead of like forward, and I assumed that gentleman would slow down or at least move over and not just T-bone me. But I didn't, I wasn't ready for that, and I got fucked up. Like I know it wasn't really that bad, but it was the. I remember when I went to the meeting on that one. I told them I was like, yeah, it's just he he pulled over the wrong way, and I wasn't sure. Like he was just trying to get a hamburger. I get that, but I thought I wasn't sure, and I just man, I got hit, and I had my lights on, and it's just I I think I told him that I fucked up, but that one I didn't really fuck up. So I think they kind of were like, "What do you mean? Like you didn't do anything wrong?" No, I know. And then I was like, I don't know. I think at the end of that one we all laughed. I remember that one because I was like, I don't know. I just the accident messed me up. Like I don't know what to say. Like, and then they just laughed. So I was like, yeah, just um That one I had to have surgery though to get the glass out of my arm, and then my stitches. I took those stitches out early because I wanted to get back on the street. What's funny is everyone made fun of me because I just wrapped my arm. This is the other reason why I stopped wearing short sleeve shirts is like I couldn't hide like injuries. Like you can hide injuries with long sleeves, like if you got stitches or whatever. But now I wouldn't even do stitches, I like just crazy glue and then you're good, and like get back on the streets, you know what I'm saying? But like, um, yeah, I had short sleeve shirt. If I had long sleeves, I didn't get long sleeves until my like, I think third. I think I wised up once I realized I was gonna get a hash. Every 4 years you get a hash. I only had two hashes. um, no, I respected the hashes. Like there was a lot of gentlemen. I'm like, God damn, bro. I'm like, how many fucking hash marks that guy? That guy's got fuck. That was my dream always. Like I wanted those hash marks to just ride up my fucking arm. I wanted like 30 hash marks, and I wanted people to be like, God damn, this guy's been on the department like fucking. How many hash? He's got like 20 hashes. He's been on the department. What, like, what was that? 80 years? No, 10 would be if you had 10 hashes of every 4 years. Well, every department's different because I talked to people and ours was four. So every 4 years you got one hash. But I think some departments they do every 3 years you got a hash. I don't remember, but I think I talked to one department that said they have such a high turnover rate where like they don't keep people for longer than like a really short amount of time. So I think there is a department. You can correct me. I don't know if anyone knows like all the information about every like department on the planet, but I think there's departments that give you a hash for every 2 years. So that would be like, imagine if you had 10 years. Like at 10 years you'd have no, sorry, at 20 years you'd have 10 hash marks, dude. I would be like, bro, that guy has been around and seen some shit, dog. That guy's fucking. No, I always respected the OGs, bro. I really did. I'm like, I stayed out of their way. You know what? I'm like, I respect you, sir. I ain't gonna say fucking shit. This is your goddamn motherfucking show. Absolutely, dude. I always felt that way. I'm like, if this person has that much time on, they know what the fuck they're doing. So I'm gonna appreciate that. And that's what I told my new officers too. Whenever I had the opportunity to ride with new officers, I say, look, I'm gonna need you to trust me on this because like I could be in front of the guy, you could be behind him. I might see something you don't see. So like I would have codes. Like I would say like, look, if I say this, then I want you to do that. Like if I just like hypothetically, if I say banana, you need to fucking pull your taser out on this call and fucking pop this guy in the back because that's what I'm saying. Like banana. If I see a gun on his waistband, I'm gonna say banana. And guess what? If that taser doesn't work, then I'm gonna deal with it. However, I'm gonna deal with it. But I need you to understand what I'm telling you. And like people were cool with that. Like they were like, yeah, I understand. And the best were like actually the best I think were female officers. Like they understand that real well. Like they're like, okay, code word, lingo, this, da, da, da. Like you don't only have to tell them one time. You know, I shouldn't have to be like, because the element of surprise is lost if I'm like banana, and then someone's like, well, why the fuck is this officer saying banana? And I'm like, just fucking tase this guy in the goddamn back right now, so that we could take him to jail. Like, goddamn, bro. Like you gotta trust me. You really did. And no, I appreciate the people who did. It worked. It worked out. Everything was seamlessly perfect. No, even when it didn't work out, there was so many times shit went sideways, but it still worked out in the end. It really did work out in the end. It really did. I remember that. Like there was just, oh man, it really worked out. That shit went sideways a lot. Shit gets fucked up so much. That's what people don't realize. Like when you're watching a movie, everything works. But dude, sometimes shit just doesn't work. It really doesn't work. I remember I was on a call with a friend of mine. Shout out to Mr. Rose, Officer Rose. I hope he's still in the department. I know I left, and then I think a couple years later, I talked to him. And he was telling me it was difficult. You know, he became an FTO, and I think I think that's cool. I'm not sure. I actually I take it back. I don't remember. I know it seems like forever ago. It was only a couple years ago, but I remember one time we got in a fight with this one dude in his apartment. It was a domestic violence call. Dude, that could have went bad, so bad, because like even though she was super cool, but I'm just saying like those can go bad because we knew we were taking him to jail. Like there was already a bunch of stuff broken in the apartment, and like her face was messed up, so we knew we were taking him to jail, and we ended up having to fight that guy. I feel like if we fought that guy for like, it felt like days. It felt like days. That when you get that exhausted, dude, it was unreal. It was unreal when we finally got handcuffs on him, and then we walk him out to the. It was just unreal. We walked. He fought us the whole fucking time. The way he fought us getting the handcuffs on him. He fought us getting him to the car. He fought us getting him into the car. He kicked out my. I think he kicked out my windshield, or my side. Dude, I had so many people kick out um windows on me. And even if that's why I had my own handcuffing way, or not my handcuffing way. I had my own way of seatbelting people in the back of the car. Because here's the thing, some people are really good at popping that seatbelt off, and then once you pop that seatbelt off, you can just bust. You just turn. Like here's the thing, people don't understand, and they like to blame you. I know, no. I take it back. Look, I'm not gonna get back into the politics of law enforcement. All I'm saying is, unless you seatbelt someone in a specific way that I showed my new officers, and I'm sure there's a new ways now, and maybe they have better seatbelt techniques. I'm sure that's changed. All I'm saying is, you got to use both seatbelts to literally pin the person so they can't twist in a way where they can pop that seatbelt out. Because once they can pop that seatbelt off, excuse me, all you have to do is twist, turn, and then boom, you can kick that side glass out super easy. And if you have someone who's like flexible, like that's why you have to be careful, because here's the thing. If someone's flexible, they can pop that seatbelt out, twist, get the cuffs in front of them very quickly. And then here's the thing. If they are like committed enough, they will just run and use their head to go through that window. So all I'm saying is, someone can jump out of your patrol car like when it's moving. This happened to someone I knew, or not someone I knew, but like the story. I heard the story and I was like, that's absolutely true. Like it was this has happened before to like multiple officers. It has nothing to do with that officer making a mistake. Um, someone can get the seatbelt off, get the cuffs in front of them, bust out, because if you want to get out so quickly, all you do is you'll twist, pop the belt off, you move the cuffs to the front. If that person literally, they don't have to bust out the window on their side. If they're smart, what they'll do is they'll leverage and literally just use their head to bust through the other side, and then it's off to the races. They're running, they're gone, and then all they got to do is get the handcuffs off, and then they'll 1,000-mile you the handcuffs. If they know an officer and they're kind to you, they'll send you your cuffs through department mail and let you know that they got one up on you. That happens. Um, you just, if someone's committed to doing something, they'll get it done. They really will. That's what I realized. If someone's really, really committed to doing something, they will accomplish it. I really believe that. All right, I'm gonna end this here. Thank you, Pops. I love you. Thank you for being there for me. And thank you to my. I mean, technically, I had two fathers. Like I had two fathers. I had a mother. Who knows? Maybe I had two mothers. I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't know. Like no one really. My mother doesn't. I never really felt that close to my mother, and I don't know if it's just me. Like maybe I just never really felt that close to my mother. I think I'm a kind. I love people. I do. It's just some people. I'm like, dude, what is going on here? Like some people show me no emotion, and I don't understand how that's possible. I really don't. I really don't. Okay, I love you. Thank you, Dad. Thank you to both my fathers. The father who gave me life and allowed me to be here on this planet, and the father who pretty much raised me. Oh, and all thank you to all the male figures in my life, but obviously the one I'm celebrating today is the man who passed away on this day 15 years ago. No, I don't know when I'm going to post this, but I'm recording this on your 15-year anniversary of your death. And I celebrate that moment not because like I didn't want to see you again. I hope to see you again. I really do. I have a lot to tell you, like in person. I know I'm planning to my dad's buried in Henderson in the military, in the veteran memorial um, um, cemetery, and it was actually an amazing service. Um, I got to go to the service with my girlfriend at the time. Shout out to you, Patty Ryman. But they did. They just they they it was they spared. If I felt like they spared no expense, I know it's the military, but like they gave my mom a flag, and shout out to my mom for keeping that. That's the one thing I do want to get from her. I need to get my dad's flag and put that in a box and put that on the wall. That's the one thing I do want to hold on to. That's probably the only material possession that I do actually care about. I think I want that to go with me wherever. If I move to back home, I would like my mother, if you could. I need to remember to grab that from her Wednesday when I see her. So what's today? Today's Friday, I believe. TGIF. Happy Friday. Um, but the service was intense. Like I was like bawling. It was weird. Oh man, dude, it was like surreal. I don't know. Wow. I mean, I know my mom lost her husband, but I mean, I lost my father, and I couldn't speak. I didn't say anything. I couldn't say anything. I was not capable of saying anything. Um, but I should have forced myself. I think so. I really do. I really think I should have forced myself to be in those uncomfortable situations. I think I would have grown quicker as a human being. I don't think I would be in this position as a 40-year-old man um, if I would have took more chances in life. Or I don't know, maybe I took a lot of chances in ways that I think I took a lot of chances. I think with my health or my physical being or my emotional state. I don't know, but I took some chances. But there's some situations I look back on like I could have handled that better. Actually, there's a lot of situations I look back on like that, but I'm still alive. That's the blessing. That's I think really what the blessing is that there is always, if I'm alive right now, then there's a moment to be positive, and I can try to make my life better and the lives of the people I care about better, and I can do it. I really can. I'm watching it in action. I'm like documenting it every day. I think things are improving. I really believe that. I really, really, really believe that. I really do. All right. I love you. Have a blessed day. And maybe I'll meet my real dad again. Or you know what I'm saying? Or maybe the truth will finally come out. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for the truth to finally just come out. And like just so I can just be like, yo, what is going on here? Why can't someone just tell me? Why am I living this? I feel like it's just like double life. Like, what is going on? All right. I love you. I think I'm gonna sleep now. It's weird. It's like 1 in the morning. I didn't normally stay up this late. I used to be a morning guy. Now I think I'm becoming like a night person again. Oh, I did work graveyard for like 7 years though. I think it was 6 years. I can't remember. No, I worked day shift. I can't. Well, I did get to go to day shift. Um, as a field training officer, that was the perk. That was a beautiful thing. I loved going to day shift. I felt like a normal human being again. I really did. I really felt like a normal human being again. Like your body, I don't know if it's designed to like stay up at night. Or I wasn't. I was like a zombie. I was a zombie. I was so tired. That graveyard shift, because here's the problem on the weekend. So even though you work 4 days, people like to act like, so they try to sell you the graveyard shift. We're like, well, it's really like you get 3.5 days off, because you get off work. So what was mine? I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. So I'd get off work Saturday, no, Sunday morning. So my wife, she could party on her own with her friends on Friday night and Saturday night. And then I would get off work Sunday morning, right? And then you stay up all day. You have to, right? Because your wife, your girlfriend, sorry, whoever, your friends, they want to hang out, right? So then you stay up all day Sunday. And then, so you worked, and then you stay up all day, and then you sleep. So then you go to bed, and you're literally exhausted. But then you usually like oversleep, and so then like your day is all fucked up, or you'll sleep very little. That's actually what I would do too, which is horrible for your body. So you worked a shift, you stayed up the whole day, and then you might hang out with people like all night. And then like what happens is when it's time to go back to work, like you literally are dead tired. I remember there were so many times when the weekend ended and my work week was about to start, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I was so exhausted. It was unreal. Like, and there were so many times, like every shift, I swear to God, I felt like there was like 10 plus times I almost crashed. Every shift. Like, I'm amazed I only crashed like a dozen times. No, no, I didn't always hit a car. Like, that was the saving grace. Like, I would blow out a tire. I would hit curbs. I was the king of hitting curbs. I fucking destroyed, like, I think there was a point, I actually got lucky because I think they realized, they're like, this guy's just fucking up cars left, right. They were like, okay, we're going to call these accidents now. No, I think they called them incidents. I think when you would hit a curb or something, like they called it an incident, or I can't remember. But all I'm saying is I got lucky because I got all that shit out early before the rules changed, and I was like, dude, I was so fortunate. Sometimes I would fuck up, or sometimes, when it rained though, those Crown Vics were a death trap, dude. When it rained, it was so slick because it only rains like a few days a year in Las Vegas. So the roads have all this oil from like a whole year of just dry oil that keeps oils from cars, like cars that drip oil, like, because Americans have shitty cars. Um, we do. We do. We love our like old beaters. Um, um, there was one time I was driving down, what was that, Valley View and Alta, just south of there, where it's like Valley View at Charleston. If you keep going south, there's like a S curve. And I remember I took that S curve. There was one call I was going to. It was, dude, this is what happens. You hear the details and you get so, like, you're just like, I need to get there. And I remember I was taking that S curve so fast. Dude, I lost control of my fucking patrol car. I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna flip the car. I somehow saved it to the point where I just blew out 2 tires. And I remember I had to call my buddy. I had to call him because I didn't want like to get fucking. I remember that. I remember I told the dispatcher too. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I was driving so fast. Like, I'm not gonna make it. And I'm gonna just tell you that like someone is gonna come by here and need to bring me their spare tire. Like, I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. Like, you can tell whoever you want. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna be changing a tire here because I had a blowout because I'm retarded. but I actually had two blowouts. Because I just drive like a retard. That's me. And I think she like I didn't ever really hang out. Okay, so I hung out with a few dispatchers. But I mean they were like the wives of guys that I knew. Like it wasn't like like I forget Richard Cole. Like dude, that was is my boy from the academy. Like he was a good dude. Like I remember I would hang out with his wife. He was cool. Like I would tell him, I'd be like, bro, like I had lunch with your wife. Like I mean, no, I was just like we went to fucking I forget where we like no, she was an awesome person to talk to. I forget. Um she moved back to New York, I believe. Buffalo? I think she was from Buffalo. But she was really cool. I loved talking to her. She was Peruvian and the women from Peru are just like they're hot. They are. They're really hot. They really are. Um, okay, I'm at 45 minutes. I'm 46 minutes. I think I gotta end it. But I remember I talked to her and I just, I couldn't help it. I wanted to tell her, like, looking back now, I'm like, man, I was just a coward. Like, I just didn't tell people how I felt, especially women. I didn't tell women how I felt. There's so many women I wish I would have just told them how I felt. I really do. And just told them, like, I don't, I mean, that's the thing is like, I'm not gonna act on it. I should have just been honest. I think that's what my problem was. I just never was honest. I never spoke my mind. I never gave my piece. I never said, look, I think you're amazing and I understand you're married and I have a girlfriend, but damn, like, we should have a kid together. Like, I don't know. I remember my boy, though. He told me, he's like, Rich, he's like, yeah. He's like, my wife told me that I'm not. I'm not baby making material. I was like, what? She told you that? She said you're not. He's like, yeah. She said I slept with too many women. Like I wouldn't be a good father. I was like, what? Dude, that's kind of hard. That's kind of hard to hear, but I mean, maybe that I don't know why she would say that, but I mean, dude, that's fucking that's hard. That's hard. Like, but no, but he didn't seem like he cared. He was just like, whatever. He's just like, he just was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, dude, I was like shocked. Like my mouth, my like jaw, I think was open like the whole time. I was just like, are, are you serious? She said that? Like I was shocked. I was like, damn. No, but I mean like if she felt that way and she told him the truth, here's the thing, like I don't understand why people get mad. But I mean I was like, wow. She literally told you the just 100% truth. I was like, damn. And looking back now, I was like, damn, that's what I was looking for. Somebody who would just fucking lay the truth down, drop the hammer, just fucking lay the truth. So looking back now, yeah, you were actually really smart, and I should have been with you. But I'm not the brightest, so here I am talking to myself on my dad's 15-year anniversary of passing. But I'm actually okay with that. Like I feel surprisingly calm. I'm like shockingly calm for myself. Like like I've almost spoken to you for an hour and I feel good. I feel like I could get up, we could hang out, have some coffee. I don't know, go for a road trip, Yosemite maybe. No, I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, oh my God, Emily Whitmire has the fucking Jesus Christ. Her ass is like to die for. It really is. It is insanely beautiful. And I know I said I was a cat boy, but oh my God, her booty is like, I can't stop thinking about her butt. That's so bad. Oh my God. But no, Emma Chamberlain too. Like I looked at a picture of hers like with her bikini bottom. And I was just like, I my um I find her very attractive, and it's overwhelming sometimes just thinking about her. It's just I don't know if does that happen to people? Like I know guys don't talk about that, but like I'm pretty sure we all experience the same thing. We just don't vocalize it the same way, but uh, she is hot. Like beyond hot for me. Like it I think it gets to the next level hot when well, I watched a video of her and her dad interacting, and she's just so funny. Like no, I appreciate I'm trying to vocalize this correctly to where it doesn't sound strange. Um I feel like she's my best friend already, but I've never met her, if that makes any sense. And I think of this the Savage Garden song, I knew I loved you before I met you, right? I think that's what I knew I loved you before I met you. I felt that way about Kimberly too, and actually too. But I feel like I have met her though. No, I was thinking of someone's name. Do you ever pronounce names backwards? Like there was someone I met. There was someone I met when I was younger. She was so attractive to me. She was so attractive to me. Oh, I didn't go to that one year messed me up actually. No, I think it gave me an opportunity to experience something different. No, because for one year I went to school in Foster City, and that was eye opening, dude. I got my ass kicked a lot. I was a punk, bro. I was a punk bitch. I really did. I cried. Got my ass beat, and then I cried. I was just like a mama's boy. I really was. And then I got saved. I got to go back home, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't. Seventh and eighth grade was just different. It was. I don't know what happened. I really don't. I don't know what happened, but I remember when I was in grade school, there was a girl. I had the biggest crush on her. I could barely talk to her, dude. She was so hot. She really was. Um, for one time, I got the nerve to be like, "Yo, I just want to be with you." Or I said something really stupid. I was like, "I want to go steady with you." I was like, "What?" I think for her, like, I'm sure she was like, "We're not even dating." Like, I mean, I'm sure for her, she was just like, "I don't even know you." You know what I mean? Um, no, I think I sat with her on the plane. That was fucking cool though. I wish I would have held her hand. That would have been awesome. I should have done that. I really should have. Shout out to you, Sarah Wood. Shout out to you. I still remember that. We flew to Orlando on that band trip. That was really cool. Natalie Beaver, I remember that was your partner in crime. Dude, she was hot too though. Like if I just like had this different attitude I have now, I would have been like, "Yo, Natalie Beaver." I mean, she's really tall, but and I'm really short. And Sarah, I want to be with you, but like your friend is low key hot too. All right, so I'm just gonna tell you that. I'm gonna be honest with you. No, I'm just messing around. All right, I love you. I'll talk to you later. I wanted to end with that because I'm hoping maybe Sarah Wood remembers that moment. Maybe she does. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. All right. Have a blessed day. Thank you for this, actually. Thank you for this, like 55 minutes almost. I've just been rambling on for like an hour, and I'm so grateful. Like, I want to make this private just for you. No, I want to post this, and then what if it's real? Like, what if everything that I've ever experienced was real, and I just needed to vocalize it, and I don't know what happened to me. I don't know why I wasn't able to. Well, one thing too is like when you're a kid, like you're put on like you have braces, you got freaking. I had horrible acne, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but I'm just saying it's a difficult fucking time. It really is. It's very traumatic and stressful. I remember that, and I'm glad my wife has a support system for her because like she's going through a lot too. Like she's going through her braces. She had a baby. She had a baby. She lost a second baby, which was unfortunate. It was very unfortunate. I remember the moment we got pregnant on that child. I felt it so deeply. It's like hard to explain if that makes any sense. I feel the moment you get a woman pregnant. I really believe that. I really, really believe that. It's like a feeling inside of you that occurs inside of her as well. Like, just because I love the eye contact and the emotion. Um, Life is beautiful. It really is. I think especially when you can feel that, it's a blessing. It really is to know what that feels like to get a woman pregnant. It is a blessing. All right, thank you. I love you. It's been a long time. It really has. And thank you for like really touching me, like in a weird way. Like I know that sounds strange, but no, like I've realized that sometimes just listening to certain people talk and you can feel the emotion, and in a lot of ways what that person's going through just by like listening to them speak. I think there's some truth to that. My eyesight was really poor when I was a kid. I had like bottle cap glasses, and I think my hearing just was really good. So maybe like I could hear the emotion in the words a lot better. Or I really don't know what I'm trying to say. Is I just think that if you have equal senses across the board, um, that's giving you an outcome. But I think sometimes when you have like depletion in one, like where my eyesight was low, but I think my hearing probably was higher. Maybe my hearing or one of the other senses of feeling, like I think emotion too. I think you can sense or feel emotion to a certain extent, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think you can feel emotion. And maybe that is the truth. Maybe I am my wife's problem, but maybe not in the way that she wants to explain it. I think we're just maybe incompatible. I think that's really what it comes down to, is we're not compatible. Like maybe my DNA and her DNA just aren't working. Like it doesn't have to be anything more than just like a physical thing. Like maybe we just have become incompatible as human beings, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. And then maybe I am becoming attracted, or like maybe there is this form of magnetism. Like maybe we're all humans and we're all magnets, and we literally are pulling other people who are attracted to us. We're pulling them with our magnetism to us, or they're pulling, or what I'm saying is I don't know. I don't think it makes any sense, but I'm at an hour now, and I think I'm gonna upload this for like January 1st or something. I'm gonna have some videos for you. No, I do. I want to start planning for. I realized I want to be positive, and I want to just assume. I want to assume. I know, like in the law enforcement world, people say don't ever assume anything. No, this is my life now, and I want to assume that the things that I want to happen will happen. And if that's true, then 2022 is going to be a wild ride of positivity. It really is. It's going to be exciting in every way imaginable. All right. I love you. Have a blessed day.